Hello, today we're going to be talking about how to use the library catalog. So we're going to start off at the library website. That's www.southeastlibrary.com. And this is the easiest way to get to the library catalog. Once you're on the library website, you're going to click this blue button right here that says Library Catalog. And that's going to bring you to this page. It has a list of all the schools in the parish. You're going to choose Southeast Middle School because that's where we are. And finally we come to this, the library catalog page. And today we're going to log in. The reason why we're having you log in is because this is a really good way to check your library account, see what books you have out. It's also a good way to save certain settings that'll make it easier for you to use the library. So I'm going to come right here where it says username. I'm going to type in my username and password. Remember, this is the same username and password that you use to get into Accelerated Reader. So it should be easy for you to remember. We're going to click log in. And here we are on the home page of the library catalog. In order to check your account, what you need to do is click on the button that says My Info. This brings up your account information. So as I said before, it shows you any items that you have out. This is a book that I have out from, it looks like last year. So obviously, this is something that I would need to take care of with the library. Maybe go home and find it and return it if I can. And then I also have library fines. Okay, this is charges I have for books that I checked out and returned, but I returned them late, and so I have a library fine. All right, this is the kind of information that you can get from your library account. All right, now that we have checked our library account and seen what we have checked out and what fines we have, we're going to come over here and click on the tab that says Catalog, and this is going to help us look up a book. So today we're going to say that we have been assigned a fiction book for our ELA class, and that's what the catalog is going to help us find, is a fiction book for us to read. So let's say for my fiction book I've decided I want to read a mystery. So in this find bar right here in the middle of the screen, I'm going to type the word mystery. Alright, and I'm going to click this keyword button. And what this does is it's going to pull up all of the books in the entire library that are mysteries, and I'm going to look through them and decide which one I want to read. Now remember, I am looking for a fiction book, and so one of the first things I'm going to want to look at when I look for this fiction book is something called the call number, because the call number is the thing on the book that tells us where it's going to be on the shelf. It's going to help us find it in the library. But the call number will also tell us whether a book is fiction or non-fiction. Alright, and so I'm looking at this book called Mysteries of the Deep, and I notice the call number is numbers. The call number is 001.9. That means that this book is non-fiction. This is a book of facts. This is not a fiction book. It does not tell a story. So this is not going to work for my ELA assignment today. So I know that I'm going to need to keep on going. So let's scroll down a little more. Remember, we're looking for a fiction book. And I'm going to have to go to another page. And here we are at some fiction books. The reason why I know they're fiction is because of, once again, the call number. This call number C is FADA, and F stands for fiction in the library. So I know that I'm in the right place, and I can start looking at these books and trying to decide which one of them I would like to read. And I decide that this book, Enclave, looks really good. I already know it's a fiction book, but I come over here and I see that it says 0 of 1 available. That means that all copies of this book are checked out. Okay, that's the next thing you want to check, is to see if the book that you are looking at is actually available. This one is not, so I'm not going to get it. Instead, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look at Famous Last Words. Once again, I can tell it's a fiction book. 1 of 1 available. I know that it's in. And right here I have the Accelerated Reader information to make me so that I know that this is a book that will work for my assignment. I can take an AR quiz on it. I check all of this. This looks like a good book. The last thing I'm going to do is click on the title and bring up this. This is a summary of the book. When I read it, I think this looks really good. So I have found a book that I want to read. What I'm going to do is write down the call number now, FALE, and I'm going to go try and find it out on the shelf. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do today is talk about how to add our ZPD score to our library catalog page. And what that's going to do is that's going to help us find books that are on our reading level. The way we do that is we come down here to Reading Programs, and we click the little down arrow that says Excel and click on Accelerated Reader. You get these two boxes to pop up, and you're going to take your ZPD score and type it in to the boxes that say AR level. So you should have gotten your score from your teacher by now. You're going to type it in right here. And with this entered in, from now on, whenever I look up a book, it will only give me books that are on that AR level. And the nice thing about logging in and doing that is it will save that. So the next time I log into the library catalog, my ZPD will still be there. So that is a good thing to do right now with your ZPD score that you've gotten from your teacher. Go ahead and enter it in.